back into my case really quick. There we go. All right, and staying is, of course, way over there. All right, so we're going to be talking about today. Summertime's coming up. A lot of you are going to be getting ready for outside. You're going to want to get ready to set up your theater room setup, outdoor setup, because again, you'll be spending a lot of time outside, whether it be in your backyard or on your patio or wherever you're going to be at. First things first, my name's Kenneth Bird. My company is ILEG, which stands for Infusion Light Energy Gain, and technology screens. All right, so we've done a lot in backyard entertainment. Means we have a great deal of experience. We've tested screens in the snow. Where the heck is the remote? Oh, here, it's right over here. We tested screens in the snow. We have done a lot of demonstrations with outdoor screens. I've done massive 250-inch screens, 180-inch, dual 150 inches, 120s, 126, 106s, just about everything. I've done micro mesh screens outside, screens made of all different types of material, different types of projectors, whole 9 yards. And I've built quite a few frames on doing outside setups. So when people come to us asking us for information on how to set up their projects for outside, we can tell you just about everything you're going to need to do it without it costing you a ton of money in the process, because our screens do not require high-powered projectors in order to work. We don't have to have these insane contrast levels. We don't have to have high sufficient lumens, all that stuff in order to get a screen to run outside. So over here, if you go to our page under the ILEG-technology-screens-info.com, you'll come to, this is where the Chris Witt site was. So we still have our customer demonstrations in here, but most importantly, at the bottom, we have one of the biggest grids for outside displays, which is actually about to grow, because I still have more demonstrations to add to this, so I got to get ready for that. So we have everything from ultra short throws, showing you how to build the custom stand here. You go to the how-to page, it shows you how to put one together. Motorized projection screens outside, inflatable screens, screens out in the snow. Of course, we test our screens are all weatherproof. Dual 150-inch screens, which I'll show you right there. Our dual 150-inch screens here. This is where I decided to build two screens side by side, both 150-inch screens. And I'll show you some of these demonstrations real quick. So over here, this is a demonstration we did on a Optima GT 5500. We did this demonstration at around, get that to remove off there. We did this demonstration at around 452. Yeah, white screens and gray screens don't register at 452. They don't even register with the lights out. As I told you before, they don't pick up. So the only screens we're gonna bump into, it's going to be a white screen, because all outdoor projection screens are going to be mostly white. So this is what we pick up on an Optima GT 5500. I did this because, again, I kept sending out these demonstrations on these different forms of ultra short projectors, and everybody's sitting in these super dark environments, and no one's really showing what those projectors do. So we went in, we beat the promo demonstration, showing that we can take it outside and use our ultra short throws outside. I get asked those questions all the time. Can I take my ultra short throw outside? Will it run? Yes, it will. Dagnammit, I just come out of that whole entire page. Yes, I did. Go right back in there. So we got that from a lot of customers saying, hey, but the ultra short throw projectors work outside? Yeah, they work outside perfectly fine. Keep in mind, when you're using this against a white screen outside, you're just not going to pick up anything whatsoever. And we've done dozens of tests on that showing that white screens don't register. A gray screen, and I don't see outdoor gray screens. I really don't. Even the Yardmaster by Elite Screens, they have a very light, super light. It's almost near white. It just might as well be a white screen. But you don't see a lot of them out there, period. And is there any point painting it? No, because again, you can't read a contrast level. You know, you do have to read that. That's the part they skip out altogether. You're going to be outside, which means there's going to be no windows, no doors, no roof, nothing to protect your screen. You're going to take it all in, and you're going to see so much of what you don't want to see. So again, you still run into the same problem, contrast. You can't get it, you're not going to have it. All right, we've got customized built frame. We show you how to build that. That's on the how-to page, how to put that together.
I got a lot of people in my backyard, man.
So this is if you want to do a standalone motorized projection screen, which is kind of hard to do because if the wind hits the back of this, your screen's going to be blowing all over the place. This is a customized stand I built. I used the Sony VPO FH30 to do the demonstration. Gave you my time. It shows my time here on what time we're out because it's very important to show time when we're doing these demonstrations. I got another location I'm going to be out and about today. I'm going down to check it out to see if I can get permission to actually shoot over there. I shouldn't have no problem whatsoever. You see, that's about 4. Just trying to get that a little clear there. 4 something, if I can get that clear. But it's about 4:54, about 5 o'clock they register at with no problem. And again, as I said before, you know, people say, well, it doesn't make a difference what projector. A white screen won't register. It won't pick up. You're not really picking up anything at all. It's a really bad image. I have to be at this location where I'm going to be out and people are going to get a chance to see a full eye of these screens, and it's just going to show at the end of the day when we put that comparison against a white screen, it's not there at all, period. And a lot of people have these screens in their backyards and they can't see jack off of them. They just put up with it. That's pretty much what it comes. Let's get up. There we go. Let's take a little walk for a little bit to get that signal to pop back in. Anyway, it doesn't make a difference what projector we use in our demonstrations. I've got different people saying, well, you're using like 4,000. 4,000 can't read on a gray or white screen. It won't pick up. It just won't see it. So it doesn't make a difference what's being used in any demonstration. You're just not going to get this. So this is what my customers get. Oh, you see my customer demonstrations, they're outside this summer. Yeah, they're outside showing off their screens. Yeah, I'm going to be posting those too in a few minutes, showing you what my customers got going on this summer. So their screens fire up outside. So we are here with a cheap motorized projection screen. My Epson projector I have in here, I paid roughly only, I think around 180 bucks. I think I paid for that projector. Screen, I only paid roughly about $98 for it, or 67, somewhere around that range. I got those cheap screens for, and we're able to coat this with our technology, use it right outside in the afternoon with no problem. So even if you go out and you get yourself a 4,000, 5,000, again, you have to understand that what white and gray screens don't get, they think if you go out and you buy a more high power projector, you're just introducing more light to the screen that it's already stressed out from the environment already, and you're gonna have a problem picking the image up. You gotta wait until dark in order to use the projector, and keep in mind, even in the dark, the screen fails, which we're gonna show you multiple demonstrations today of tests we've done on gray and white screens outside, failing horribly, not being able to read white light, not being able to read white light, colors, contrast. We use ultra short throw projectors, they didn't work out. We use pico projectors, they didn't work out. There's just a whole lot of stuff that just doesn't work. So see right there, you can sit out there in the afternoon, you can watch Despicable Me on a projector that costs 180 bucks. So in the description where I talk about how you can basically build that setup that I had in my backyard for under $500, it didn't cost me a lot of money. Now mine is cheaper now because projectors are much cheaper. We were cheaper then, but they're much cheaper now. So I paid for the Christie LW400s. Those projectors cost me 60 bucks. Matter of fact, I'm helping a customer out right now who has to do a presentation, and he needs for this thing to pull up in a fully lit environment. We're in a commercial environment with the same projector. Also showed him a demonstration of us pushing that fish tank through a window with the same projector. So we can advise people to buy those projectors because we use those projectors. Now, you see my screen coming down? See how the image pulls up on top of that? Like I said, it also shows in the demonstration that you can take a cheap white projection screen and you can coat that with our technology and get this amazing image at the end of the day. And again, can't express this enough. When I go to these forum sites for outdoor projection screens, because yeah, they got a little section there for outdoor screens, and we see the white screens out there mainly. Then you see the gray screens out there telling me how they pull their contrast levels, and then we go out there and go, no, you don't. You don't pull jack. Now, yes, we do. I said, this is a black screen right here. Tell me you pull a contrast level higher than that thing, and then the conversation just stops. And then they go in to say, well, you don't see white levels, and we pull these high white levels up, and that's the end of the conversation. It shuts it down altogether. We're done. All right, inflatable projection screens. Boom, done that too. We've done just about everything. See how far my projector's sitting back from the screen? It's way back there, which means, again, if you can't fire up at that distance, that's a distance throw. It means your projector light image is being eaten up by the time it hits that screen, and that screen can register nice and bright. See the angle gain on it? I can turn to the side, it pulls up. Yep, play video games out there. Now, if that was a white screen, that thing, you couldn't see it. It wouldn't even register out there. Wouldn't even pull up. Just showing you some of our, the reason why I show these demonstrations off, I like to show off some of our experience in the field of using different types of screens outside. Some people say they're weatherproof. No, you have to be outside 1 year to make that statement. You're literally going to have to do that. I have a demonstration called the block of ice. We actually froze the screen into a block of ice. We had to beat it out with a hammer because we couldn't get it out. It was so taped up. It was so submerged in ice. And I was able to pull that thing apart without it cracking and peeling one time. Inflatable projection screens, most tempered surface you will ever use in your entire life. Why? Because that screen gets balled up. You're not going to leave it outside like this. It runs the risk of getting punctured or damaged or flying away somewhere. So you got to definitely keep bringing the screen down, putting it back up. Bringing it down, putting it back up. Bringing it down, putting it down. That means that surface is going to take a lot of stress, including the screen itself. So whatever material you have on there, it's going to have to be able to maintain all that inflatable, blowing it up, bringing it down, and then the heat, and then whatever you're going to be using then, whatever temperature, if that's going to cause the screen to flake or peel, you have to know this. Because again, if you wreck that surface, they're a headache to get a replacement, a real headache. So you don't want to mess that up. So you don't want to go with somebody at the end of the day that doesn't know what you're talking about, especially if you coat this screen and it's a screen product that can't read contrast. You're going to do the same thing the white screen's going to do. So as you can see, we're picking up our beautiful image right there. Kaboom! Right there. Out there doing a little gaming. Yeah. Your neighbor's going to come over and go, wow, that's your screen. You're going to be the envy of the neighborhood. Let's go over here. Weatherproof. How many people doing demonstrations in the snow? We did it. We did one right out in the snow. This shows us that our products are fully weatherproof. So like I said, in order for your screen to be dubbed weatherproof, you're going to have to have a screen that's sitting out there for all types of weather. Now this screen we have right here has been out there in heat storms, rainstorm, hailstorms, you name it, it's been out there. That's one of the screens we tested, 150-inch, 38 Black Widow. This was a product that claimed by another YouTuber that when he tested it, again, we have a lot of charges coming up against this individual for doing fake stuff against our company. But anyway, this is a 38 Black Widow, and he made these false statements that our product was super dark and never worked. Yeah, it's not going to work well in court. But anyway, that day will come soon. But anyway, as you can see, the 38 Black Widow can not only pull up a fully lit environment, but we could do this outside in the snow. We can show snow while it's producing snow. And just to add real quick for the person who did the fake demonstration against the 38 Black Widow, I hope you have a big banking account because that's a doozy right there. That's a very serious lawsuit. Again, like I told you before, we're suing somebody on YouTube for, there's criminal charges involved in that too. It's a bit hairy, some crazy stuff, but just put it this way. It's bad. It's really, really bad. He's going to get sued for a lot of money. So I got a lot of customers who own this at the end of the day that'll vouch the product. Whereas, heck, painting in the courtroom is not a problem. But anyway, that's a 38 Black Widow outside. And for some reason, that didn't pull up in somebody's apartment when we got dozens of customers who own it. Yeah. Anyway, as you can see, if you're going to claim your product to be weatherproof, you're going to have to show demonstrations like this, which means that screen has been out there for all types of weather: heat storms, snowstorms, hailstorms, the whole 9 yards, everything. Animals spraying on it, birds pooping on it. I went out there and did a demonstration. I took a garden hose and just sprayed over it and was done. That's pretty much basically about it. And one thing that's important, again, to your contrast out there, contrast screens out there, they're claiming to tell people to take a screen outside. Oh, please stop doing that. Because one of the things I find which is really interesting about when they show off a screen, they'll show it with all this light outside, but the projector won't be on. And then when it's nighttime, then they show the projector on. Yeah, okay, moving on. So you want to be to see everything. Contrast levels the whole 9 yards. Last thing you want to do is be stuck in that whole white screen scenario where you can't fire or jack up because your screen doesn't work. Check this out.
That's why you look at the bottom. Does any reflect anywhere?
So out in snow, it's a hard place to be to do a demonstration. You know why? Because snow reflects light everywhere. That's why they call it snow blind. You walk outside, you can't see, put a pair of dark shades on, you can see perfectly fine.
So we don't have a launch kit yet. We have changed up the container. So not only we're going to have a 48, but we're going to have a 32.
So we're going to be showing these screens off. Pretty soon I got a location I'm going to be at. I'm going to be basically showing these screens all right out in the open. I'm going to be renting their parking lot out, and I'm going to be renting out their grassy front area of the building so I can go in and show off our outdoor screens.
I love going out the box. Stuff like that.
Oh, by the way, you see that symbol right there where it says OLED right there? Yeah, to a certain person who tried to do this inside on a projector with a 2,000,000:1 versus my projector outside with a roughly, what does my projector have? My projector outside had a 2,000:1 contrast. You couldn't get that thing to pull on that projector? Yeah, this is the emblem that he was supposed to pull. It didn't come up. It came up gray. That emblem is black. You know why? It's an OLED display. That's why. What freaking OLED display is displaying gray? None of them are. Something's wrong with your TV at the end of the day. Yeah, and I know exactly where I got that from too. That displays that. I'm going to find it and put it right up here. But anyway, yeah, it's supposed to look like that. It's supposed to be black, not gray. Sheesh. I saw that demonstration. I was like, he's got to be kidding me, right? Does he not see that that's an OLED display? It's supposed to be in black, not gray. So that shows you your projector failed altogether. Well, the projector didn't fail. The screen failed the projector. But I know where that's set now. I'm going to go fire up my projector behind me and load it up over here. Yeah, that's supposed to be in black. When I saw that pop up on the screen, I was like, wait a minute. What the freak? You're really showing that off? You do know your screen's coming up gray. I literally believe he's colorblind. I do believe this. 100 believe he's colorblind. Both of the screens came up gray. Network gray came up gray, and his screen came up gray. Now I know where that's at. I was looking for that particular logo. It popped right up on the video I was doing here. Hold on for a minute. I'm going to load it up over here. Turn the lights on. Because that's not supposed to be gray. And don't dare sit up there and try to explain that the basic, that gray is black and black is gray. Oh, please don't do that. Just don't do that kind of stuff, especially in court. Don't do that. We're just going to look at you at the end of the day like, I need a 302, we need a psychiatric evaluation. I think the person is not well. He could be a danger to himself and a danger to others. Yeah, you won't end up in that spot. But anyway, yeah, somebody posted, let me show you. So let's go back to that fish. I was wondering where that was at, where that display came up like that. Yeah, I was wondering where that came up like that. Hey, and we're on the other site too. I don't want to hit that page. I'm doing something on that page. We'll come back to this page over here. We'll bring it up on the blacklist because it's on the blacklist. This is when you see individuals start dropping out of the room because again, people don't like to be faced with their own guilt. It's like Medusa with a mirror. I don't want to see it because it's going to be catastrophic and it's going to be costly and we turn it to stone. Let's see where this is at. Blacklist. I got to go back over to the blacklist. Yeah, I'm going to show you something. But I was trying to show you this the last time. I couldn't figure out exactly where that was at. Couldn't find it. And then I find it one of my videos basically talking about projection screens. We'll be back. This will be a hot second. So we can't go off today. We got stuff to do. I just want to get that particular because I wanted to show that off and I couldn't find it. And I said, man, the minute I find this, I am definitely going to display this. Let me see. Here it is. Here it is. This is this video where he did the demonstration on. There it is. Yeah. Yeah. I have no idea why he thought when he did that video that his screen was pulling up black. That is not black. If your OLED TV, you spend $60,000 for a TV, and you go to turn that on, and it comes out, all the black levels come up that color, man, you're gonna be over there like, nope, nope, nope. This is not an OLED. Not supposed to be gray. And like my buddy said at the end of the day, he said that, you know, you buy a phone and the screen's gray. The first thing you're going to do is complain. Why? Because you're not getting 100% black levels. You go buy a TV and it's gray. What are you going to do? You're going to complain. I can't get black levels out. The screen's gray. Get a computer monitor. It's gray. You want black. Why are you asking for black? Because it's important because you can get those deep contrast levels and beautiful colors. So with that being said, you've answered your own question. Why do you have a gray screen? Your own questions at the end of the day. Why do you have a gray screen? What's the excuse behind that? You spent all that money for that projector. Why do you use your screen gray? But you don't want a gray TV. You don't want a gray phone. You don't want a phone with a gray screen on. You want none of that all whatsoever. Why? Because you consider that to be old technology. All right, then. There you go. Why is your screen gray? I know where it's at now. Hold on for a minute. Give me a minute. I got to go pull it up on my projector. Hey, what's up, little turkey burkey? Turkey burkey? Yes, turkey burkey. I don't know where it's at. I thought I couldn't figure out exactly where that demonstration is at. Now I know. It's right over there on the OLED fish. So if it's different on this one, but the OLED fish brings it up too. We're going to be on this one over here. Turkey burkey. Turkey burkey. Because I wanted to do this yesterday and I couldn't figure out what was that. Let me see. This is my screen when I come into the office. This is what it looks like. Boom! See how beautiful that looks? Yeah, you can do that when you have real technology. When you have a real screen and not some fake gray and white screen, you can do that. See those contrast levels? See my menu pulling up? My menu's in black, by the way. So I do my YouTube menu in black. You know why we do it in black? Because it can pull up black. That's why we do it in black. If I do it in white, gray screens usually have theirs in white. They don't put theirs in black because the black doesn't read. That's why they do theirs in white. Did you ever notice that? Yeah, everybody knows that at the end of the day. Yep. Their menus are always. You can change this to dark mode or you can change it to regular light mode. They have theirs in light mode because they can't read the contrast. Let me see. And if you say I can't read the white levels, what the heck do you think this is at the top? The header's in white. All the writing's in white. If you can't read white, you won't be able to see any of this at all, period. Stop the shenanigans. Do you have mics on this side? We do. Oh, we don't. Why do we never have mics on this side? Wait, are we on this one or are you on the other one? Oh, I forgot I had to look up something real quick. Just kind of like Luigi with the squeegee. Got a couple of community screens I'm about to set up down here pretty soon. We should do some Allentown Mario Kart. That'd be fun. Pajama party, Mario Kart competitions down here. Pretty sure got some good Nintendo players down here. All right, let's do it again. LG Beta Fish. Did I just say LG? Not algae. LG Beta Fish. There we go. There's a fishy. Uber Eats. I've never ordered anything from Uber Eats, so just never have. Here's our technology right there. Kaboom! You're doing the same thing outside this summer. Well, if you have our technology, if you don't, you're just doing a white screen that don't work. We'll be doing plenty of demonstrations outside, half and halves. White screens, our technology. Show you the big difference. Got a bunch of them. I got one I did on Tron. Definitely going to be loading that one up today. That's a nice impact. It's on a splatter screen. Oh, I forgot. We got to do a splatter screen. Definitely got to do a splatter screen. See how bright red that fishy is. It's a beautiful beta fish. Perfect black. You know, it's funny. When it says perfect black, perfect color, and you're doing this on a gray screen, how does that one work? Oh, there it is right there. It's right there. It's just right there a few minutes ago. See if I wasn't over here talking so much. There we go. Boom. That's what I was looking for yesterday. I was hunting for that. That's what I was looking for. You see this? I know gray screen paper makers only low set. Who cares what they think? See that right there, customers? See that? That's what you're supposed to be reading. Not that. You are not supposed to come up looking like this. I don't even know why he couldn't stop the video. He's on a live stream. I forgot he was stuck. Couldn't go anywhere. It doesn't, he thinks for some reason, I gotta get that camera stand straight. He thinks for some reason this is black. Do you not see the freaking borders around your freaking screen is black? That's not black. That's gray. Colorblind. I told you. Absolutely colorblind. He's colorblind. He doesn't know colors. You got some people out there who literally believe that if it pulls up on a screen, it's acceptable and it works. It doesn't make a difference if the image is horrible looking. To them, if it pulls up on the screen, it works. No, it does not work. See how that's how it's supposed to look. So when you're showing off OLED image pops up, LG OLED TV, you're supposed to pick up those pretty white levels. See that high red in there? That nice high red. See that? You're supposed to pick up the logo. Their logo, when it comes up, is in black. I don't know why it wouldn't be, because again, they're selling a TV that produces an insane amount of contrast. That's not supposed to come up gray. Ever. Because if your OLED TV does come up gray, there's a good chance that your screen is definitely damaged. Now, see how that looks? That's how it's supposed to look. That's what I was looking for yesterday. And my projector has what, 1,000 to 1 contrast? That's it. This projector has 2,000,000 to 1 contrast, and it can't even read the black levels on the OLED emblem that popped up. Where's the red at? There's supposed to be a red to forget it. It's not going to pull up because it can't read color. That's why. Look how washed out the emblem that they have near the screen. That's all washed out. It's supposed to be like that. That's what I wanted to point out real quick yesterday, and I couldn't find that part, and it popped up in the video. Now, mind you, we did this here right now a few minutes ago, live stream. And then I'm showing you demonstrations. I was doing doing it outside in the snow. So again, a 2,000,000 to 1 projector couldn't enhance his screen at all in any way whatsoever, because it can't read it. I don't care what kind of projector you buy, it doesn't make a difference. You're just not going to be able to read it. It's not going to come up. But that's what they lie and tell you at the end of the day. Oh no, the projector will work. The projector will pick it up. Good luck on that road trip. So imagine how bad that's going to be when you have a white screen outside. That's going to be 10 times worse. But let's get back to what we're talking about here. I was just looking for that. That's why I was looking. I had to go back to that because I can't stand talking about doing something and then I don't do it. It'll drive me crazy. So I have to do it. So the minute it popped up, opportunity was there, take it now. So yeah, that's what it's for. It's not supposed to be gray. But let's show you our credentials and when we come to outdoor projection screens, because those people want to sit there and challenge, like, he doesn't know much about outdoor screens. I don't think you want to go down that road, Skippy, at the end of the day, because you will get your crock cooked. You will get crisp, shish kebab, burnt, all those good things at the end of the day. You have no idea what you're doing. I have more outdoor demonstrations than anybody else right now. Oh, check this out. We got this right here on 1,000 lumens. 1,000 lumen display outside on my Sony projector, showing you why white screens don't even work. Even at 1,000 lumens, our technology can read at 1,000. So that's a splatter screen. That's the screen we coat our stuff in over white screen to show you how much you're missing from your screen. And this is at 1,000 lumens, Old Faithful sitting over there. That's how much we're able to improve your outdoor setup. That's by a lot. So that means that's the reason why you got to wait until it's super dark outside in order to use your screen, which is kind of jacked up because, you know, you're having a barbecue, you know, everybody's full at the end, you know what I mean? They're tired, they got to go to work the next day, the kids are already knocked out, they're probably hiked up on sugar, you know, no one wants to sit there and watch a movie, you know, you got to be up tomorrow morning for work. But this technology will allow you to run this right over, but it's still light outside with no problem whatsoever, and still show you how much you're missing from your projector setup. I think I got the Tron on here too. Oh, I do have the Tron on here. So see that right there? Just alone, just how much you're missing. Watch this. Get a gander at that. Get a gander at that right there. That's literally how much of your white projection screen is not even there. It's not even at the party. It never got the invitations. It's just not there. Oh, we're gonna make a killing. Outdoor, the outdoor is a whole different section of projection screen. This is an entity by itself. It's all white screens. It's gonna be watching a bull run through a china shop. Our technology shows a massive difference, and that stuff is, what was this technology? It might have been 8s out there. This technology out here is far more advanced. So a splatter screen on this stuff outside, whew, man. And for my customers, they're going to have an amazing image. And again, you know what the beautiful thing about it is? Projectors ain't going to cost you jack. You can paint over just about anything you want on this. Look at the Fire Stick display on that. Now we know we get the YouTube, the gray screener will come out there and go, but I can do, again, I can't explain it to you enough. You can't read 100% contrast. No go, ain't gonna work. You see that Star Wars display I did outside? How in the world would you do a dogfight outside at around 5 o'clock showing, you know, Darth Vader's helmet? How would you do that? Without it costing me a lot of money. See, I want to spend 60 bucks for a projector. How are we doing this? You're not going to coach me into buying a projector with a high amount of lumens. You're not going to coach me into buying a projector with a high amount of contrast. That's going to cost me money. How are we doing this? I know ambient light controlled out there. What, you got this giant light switch and whatever out there? No, that's light outside. You're not controlling that. So, nope, ain't no way to coach that one. As a matter of fact, just to show you, your stuff doesn't work, I did test on it. Here you go, right here for everybody to see. That's how badly your image will pull outside. We got a gray screen on one side. So, this is how badly your image pulls up. Our image, on the other hand, can read with no problem. And this is outside, because I got this from somebody saying, hey, look, it's going to be dark outside. I have a quarter every time I've heard this one. It's going to be dark outside. I'm really not going to know the difference. Yeah, you will know the difference. Now we can maintain those nice, beautiful, bright colors and that 100% contrast piercing through the back. See how the screen's washed out? Yep. Star field. For some reason, they want to skip the star field as much as possible. The star field for them is Medusa with a mirror. They don't want to look at it. They don't want to be bothered with it. And like I said, looking straight into it can be very damaging. That's not us spinning. That's actually the video spinning. Or is it us? No, it's not. I hate that when that pops up there. Yeah, that's us right there. That would be us. See my menu right here? You can't even read the menu correctly because the menu comes up gray. So this screen is gray. That screen's white. It's a striped screen outside. And that's our black technology. See how we read the menu crystal clear? And we're dark outside right now. If you know, it's dark outside, and still the gray and white screen can't read. That's why you have a problem reading the screen, because you can't see it because the image is so washed out. You can pick it up nice and sharp. There's the star field. Can't read that. Can't pick it up. So, you know, gray screens, I know you're going to try to make a jump for it by saying, hey, our products work outside. Again, you can't read contrast. How are we fixing this? Because I'm sure I'm not spending the money for a projector to do it. See? You can't read the menu. Doesn't read. The white screen doesn't pick up. The gray screen doesn't pick up. Neither one. I have not seen a lot of gray screens outside. Like I said, mostly they're going to be white screens. So that's outside at night. Imagine you had to pull up in the daytime hours. Hey, baby, what you want? Like something like this. This is called 1100 Lumen Challenge. Remember I told you about that challenge we got? That we posted about in 2019 we posted this challenge and no one met it yet. See, that's what I'm saying. For the gray screen out there, you guys talk a lot of trash, right? Can you get to work on this, please? Because this has been around for like, what, 2019, and you guys still haven't attempted this yet. So for those who don't know, we call this 1100 Lumen Challenge. We went outside because gray screen makers were talking all this trash about blah, 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 blah. So we did this demonstration. It's called 1100 Lumen. The projector is 1100 lumen, 720p, sits about 12 feet back from the screen, and we're able to register with no problem whatsoever. They can never beat it. Ever. It's still there. You can go look it up. Google will bring it up now. Right in the 1100 Lumen Challenge, boom, we pop up. And yet y'all still talking. I don't know why. Are they still talking? They are still talking, aren't they? Yeah, get to work. Seriously. You're supposed to been have that done. See all these projectors sitting here? All these projectors have 4,000 to 5,000 lumens. I can easily use. I chose 1,100 lumens to do the demonstration outside. See the time of day it is out there? And they don't. You can't get this to pull up in your own apartments right now. And you're in the dark with that nonsense. And we could do this outside on a projector that cost, I think that projector was like $25. I didn't pay anything for it. There it is right there. Oh, people go buy this one. It's the VPL X1000. And that'll run outside easily at 1,000 lumens and hit a screen with no problem. Still waiting for them to do that one. Let's move on from there. 1,100 lumen challenge still not met. You want some more light? Got another one for you. There you go, customers. Check this out. Cat in the Hat outside. Yeah, on a 150-inch screen. Yep. Outside. Oh, I know it's gonna hurt naysayers. That's definitely gonna hurt, doesn't it? Yes, it does. It's like you pull that sword like, ding, 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 when the sword hits the ground. Yeah. Y'all stuff don't work out there. I've tested your stuff. And keep in mind, as I said before, we have more experience in the field than you do. Because we've done more demonstrations. I've built more frames. I designed more screens than they've done outside. I even got picture demonstrations of me strapping the screen to the side of that deck and dropping it flat to the ground and picking up an image just like that. So when we tell you at the end of the day that a gray and white screen won't register outside, trust me, we know what we're talking about. They don't know jack. Did you ever do 250 inches? Y'all afraid to go near 250s. I don't know why y'all afraid to go near 250s. Maybe because they're drawing way too much light. Outside Supreme 8, aluminum fixed frame screen, edgeless. Where are y'all demonstrations outside? That's what you got to ask from customers. Before you buy any paints to do an outside setup, make sure the product is tested. Make sure it's batch number verification. Make sure you're going to get 100% contrast, which is a requirement you're going to need. Netflix's display comes up in black. How in the world are you going to pull that off on a gray screen? See that right there? How are you going to do this on a gray screen? Or gray or white screen at that? How are you going to pull that up? You're going to wait till nighttime to do it? Even at nighttime, it doesn't even work. Which just a lot of demonstrations we're going to be doing out all around Allentown of showing that even at night, those screens don't work. The white screen, horrible. Doesn't work at all, period. But the gray screen, at the end of the day, it doesn't help. It's not a quick fix. It's not going to fix the problem. It's going to make the problem worse. And you're going to have to do it again when you recharge stuff. And God knows what that stuff is going to do outside. If it cracks, peels, whatever goes on, the sun hits it, all kinds of problems. If you're doing an outdoor fixed frame screen, ask them how to do that. Because there's a way to do an outdoor fixed frame screen. Ask them how it's done. And then get back with us and ask us how it's done. And we'll tell you the correct way how to do it. Because you just can't roll over one of those screens and put it outside. You'll have all kinds of issues that will pop up. But ask them. Say, hey, Mr. Bird said, question, how do you paint over a fixed frame screen? Guarantee you. They won't be to tell you. They were like, just paint over it. Wrong answer. Extremely wrong answer. There's so many wrong answers behind that, it's not even funny. Feel free, you can email me, I'll tell you how to do it. Now see how beautiful that image is from edge to edge? That's an edgeless outside fixed frame screen at 126 inches. On a 720p projector. Again, it didn't cost me a lot of money. Let's go. We got to get more. We got more in there. More in there. I know the naysayers get mad at me for doing these videos. They don't like it when I come out here and show you customers what you should be expecting. But this is what you should be getting. Naysayer, get ready. Buckle up. It's about to get worse. This is Supreme 8. This is why I painted the screen outside. Gray on one side, white on the other side, to show you how poorly white and gray screens read outside. Let's have a looky. Look at that. See right there? Oh, by the way, that's somebody's gray screen paint up there, so you know we purchased it and paid for it, so it's sitting up there right now. I've actually tested that product quite a few times outside, and it failed miserably. So that's not everyday gray paint. That's somebody else's product out there. You already know who it is. That's the Supreme 8. So we painted the screen Supreme 8 outside. I thought it'd be more interesting to do a demonstration on an outdoor screen while we're painting the screen outdoors. Because you know you got to paint outside anyway, right? There we go, painting the screen in for you. Got the projector set over here. You can watch the demonstration. If you come here, you can see all our demonstrations. So one side we got gray, one side we got white. And this to show you how much of an improvement our technology is going to have over your screen. Get you up on the zoomy. See that star field? There you go. I can't say this enough. Contrast, 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 contrast. Extremely important. If you're not reading it outside, you're not reading it inside, your screen does not work. Your projector is not working. See that meteor shower? Contrast. Need it. Very important. Gray screen can't read it. That's why you got to ask some questions. This is going to be your outside display. It's going to be very important. You're going to have friends and family over. They're going to be coming over to see your screen. You want them seeing some washed out, poor looking image at the end of the day that you got to sit there and go, well, look better once we get in the dark. Yeah, you don't want that crap. Because no one has time to sit around the barbecue to wait till it gets dark to watch a movie. You can fire it up right there. We mentioned the naysayers because naysayers are always in our room watching us. They're creepy like that. Other people come in here to check out the demonstrations to see what we're doing, what we're up to, you know what I mean, what kind of new technology. They're just in here watching us. Can't get any more creepier than that. Got some beautiful fish popping off right there in the background. Look, we got the great, let's just put it this way. We're going to call it short, the crow. So the crow is in the video. Is right there to this side right there. That's where crow's at right there. I told you that stuff didn't work outside. We tried to explain to you that stuff didn't work outside. We bought it, unboxed it, tested it outside. Didn't work. And then got a nerve to have something on the return process where basically our exchange process that, you know, you're stuck with it if it lands on your property. Of course you're stuck with it. It don't work. You're going to find that out for yourself. You got to find the smoke and mirrors that certain people pull in their environments are fake. And then when you get it home to hook it up, it doesn't work like they claim it does. And that's why they have a policy where it's no batch number, no testing, nothing whatsoever. Lands on your property, you're stuck with. You open it up, no exchange. Because they know it's going to fail. Oh, look how beautiful those white levels are pulling up. See how the screen's starting to get brighter? Mwah! It's beautiful. There we go. Just want to show you a little bit of what we do. I like showing it all, what we do. Do we have any more here? Anything else? We got a ton of videos on here. We can't go through all of them, but we can go through some of them. Hey, check this out. What about daytime watching a show off some canvas materials? This is canvas or plexiglass? Okay, time we got here, our time we got on the phone is around 5:36 or 5:06.
506.
5:06. 5:06 outside, people. 5:06 outside. That's unheard of areas for gray screens. We got the Casio. And what we did was, if you notice how we set it up,
My porch. I'm actually inside the house right now.
you'll see that the screen was pushed off the porch. Now, the reason why we did it off the porch, let me get myself, I'm in here talking too. The reason why we pushed it off the porch and put it out in the open, because we didn't want to do a video showing that the porch is protecting the screen from any light that's coming down on top of it. That's why it's sitting way out there. Because what they'll do is they'll use anything possible to try to block as much light as possible to tuck that screen away. And yet they will basically try to do ultra short throw projectors to try to shorten that distance throw. Because you know the distance is going to be eaten up. Of course, we had the lights on. The screen looks absolutely amazing. I had some people thinking this was a TV out there. Tell me how incredible that looks. Booyah! There you go. So that shows you can paint over plexiglass with it if you want. It's up to you. Gives you the option to design your screen the way you want to. That's why, if you notice, any new technology we develop, especially a screen paint, they will jump on it and try to discredit it as fast as they possibly can, because that's what they fear. The 8s were feared horribly. They definitely feared the 8s. There were so many demonstrations that they hated on 8s. It was crazy how many times they attacked that paint. And more people kept buying it. Because naysayer, you have to understand, the hatred that you show for our products makes people buy. They're figuring, man, they hate on this guy this hard. Stuff must be good. And if you look at my demonstrations are better than theirs. Everywhere we go, our demonstrations are better than theirs. We're in more locations than them, more customer reviews than them. We've been on with more companies than them. I'm about to be at 100 locations this summer. I bet you they won't be there because they can't. They can't operate in these environments because they don't work. That's why. They got to stay in the dark. I'm out there in the carrying place doing demonstrations in a huge office building out in the hallway, all this light, and he's in a dark apartment with a $3,000 projector and it's not functioning. Let's get you some canvas over here. We got canvas surfaces. Now this is surface, we're at 841 outside. We're going to be outside on the canvas. This is the canvas we show you where to buy on over at, let's see, over on Amazon. You can get this canvas surface. It's actually pretty cheap. I'll be going there in a couple of minutes. We got the projector inside. See how I turn my lights on? See how I look at my screen? You should be able to do that. You should be able to have a screen fire up inside and outside with no problem. See my condensed lighting where it's making contact with the screen at all times? You see that top part right there? That's a customized light that I put in, an extra bar light to put more light on top of the screen, on top of the lighting I already had. So now both superior using ambient light projection technology. Can we go outside? They have the same technology as the Supreme 8. Also too, they were like, man, these people be hating on you extra hard. Yeah, all day long. They got no choice. That's all they have. You can't make anything else, so all they can do is just hate. That's it. That's their job at the end of the day. And they do their job well. You know what? At the end, I might give you guys some gold watches. Not a real thing. Nickel plate there. Gold plate play. You earned it. We're going to retire you. We're definitely going to retire you, but yeah. But it just shows at the end of the day that, look, we know what we're doing when it comes to outside. Customers don't want to deal with people at the end of the day. They're going to have you paint something up on the screen. The screen just looks absolutely awful. You're going to make sure you know what you're doing when it comes to that field. Let's show you how we do this. So let's see. So basically, can you do a projector, a whole setup? Yeah. So this is the screen right here. As you can see, I purchased these screens quite a few times. It's right there. It shows that I've made purchases for these screens multiple times. So we know what this surface is. We even tried to paint it in. This is a 180-inch screen. It's the one we use for the Star Wars right here. And it's about $78.98. Got some free shipping attached to that, which is actually fantastic. And that's the same surface that we use to coat over with our technology to do those displays outside. Let's see. Come over to here. Bump, bump, bump. Our company there. 180-inch screen would be around 50 ounces. Our giant specification sheet. We have a massive specification sheet in here. People copy our specification sheet. They're that good. Yep. People will copy our specification sheets. But keep in mind, if you're doing that, it's not going to go well because it's only tested for our stuff. They'll take out some of the stuff because they know they can't do it. It won't be the actual specification sheet because that'd be virtually impossible. So our demonstrations, pictures, videos, all that good stuff in here. We even have some demonstrations here, some links that you can click on. And you can check out the screen in what we call the Halo system. Now, if you know what the Halo system is, this is a screen that we built where we put in around 12K of high-powered LED lights into the frame of the screen. That screen has to push through all that light in eco mode through an environment. Keep in mind, we're in commercial right now, so that's what we use in commercial. So that's to push through a commercial environment, far brighter than someone's small little apartment where they're basically sitting in the dark all day long. We're in a commercial environment. So that projector has a travel part, hit that screen with 6K of LED lights, not LED lights behind the back of the screen and underneath of it, actually in the screen. On top of that, travel over a high-powered light at the same time and still maintain an image. Without using the ultra short throw, non-distance throw effect, where we have to be roughly at around 13, 14 feet from the screen. And we can register no problem. So that explains the technology under the what do you call it, the ILEG technology, because you have to back that up. If you're going to make your own gain, you sure enough have to back that thing up. Can't be making stuff up in the day. Nobody wants to go through that crap at the end of the day. If you're outside, what gain are you getting from range gain? Don't even know, do you? Yeah, there you go. Let's see. Bum, 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 bum. 48 environment. Ultra short throw. This is an ultra short throw demonstration on an ultra short throw projector. We paid about 60 bucks for it. And we can push that right through that screen with, again, 6K halo light. And over top, lights right on top of the screen. Got a little nice music attached to it to listen to. Little 80s. Now question, what the heck is someone doing in the dark with a projector that close to a screen in the dark with all that power and you're in the dark? That's a big red flag right there. Yeah, gotta be in full environments for that doohickey. Because, you know, customer wants to be used with the lights on. I don't blame them. I want to be mine with the lights on too. Mine's on, have the lights on right now. Let's see, let's go over here. Got another one over here. I'm going to put another one here too. Another halo system. Light system, half and half. Oh, and I got to put the black paint up there too. So, yeah, we're going to do a black paint demonstration load up there too. Sure, our product doesn't match any black paint. We already had those demonstrations already done. Oh, let me show you this real quick. So when you go to the site over here, we always let customers, got to do your research, customers, on everybody, even us. Do that research. This is what I want you to do. I want you to match this to any site right now. When I scroll down, you know what you'll see? These are here called our tests. This is black versus black test. This shows our product match. You're going against black paint, black fabric, you name it. I've actually made 4 different types of black paint to put against my own screen. We've done different types of black paint. I've actually drawn into the screen with black paint. Did you know that? Drawn right into my screen with black paint. Yep. Everything you can possibly name. Now, keep in mind, if you are receiving a lawsuit from my company for violating my company, making false statements that are products with nothing more than black paint, keep in mind that the lawsuit is going up. We're going to ask for a lot more money now. But anyway, so here we got all these different tests. At one point, we were giving out this black fabric, right? And the black fabric, you know, people think, okay, if it's black fabric, it'll probably do the same thing as screen. Nope, did the test for you already. Some of these are done at 1,000 lumens, max out environments, inside, outside. That's a 7. Can you get a 7 right there? Yep. This is an outside demonstration we did. You can check it out. Go to our website, pull it down below. Got the biggest demonstration on black versus black. Question you got to ask when you go to these other companies, gray versus gray. How many do you see out there? People doing against gray paints. All right, just want to put that out there real quick. All right, these are the different tests we had. There's more. There's just so much more fabrics and films, and this is where we made paints and stuff like that. It just keeps going. Wait, we got more. We got more. This right here is a demonstration on our AdTech technology. This is black versus black text on the aluminum Quasar. So Quasar has their test right there. I walk in front of screens all the time with black t-shirts on, so people wonder if the t-shirts are going to match the screen. No, we even did it on a color level. Didn't match either. Where's their color level? They're supposed to have a color level and white level demonstration. They haven't done this either, have they? Oh, ILEG, or ILEG, which is the technology we have here, which is the quantum. It has test demonstrations on it already. Anyway, yeah, you're supposed to have all these tests. So anytime you go to a site and you want to make sure you're not getting shipped everyday house paint, which easily this can happen because it happened to a whole bunch of people, check out the blacklist. If you want to see the horror stories behind customers who got ripped off on everyday house paint, you want to make sure this stuff is not matching. Make sure you request those tests before you buy any screen paint from anybody. You should be seeing this automatically. The minute you go to a website, this is what you should see in the marketplace. Those tests are very important. You have to see them because, again, it can mean the difference of you paying $30 for a gallon or $100, $200, $300 for a quart of something and find out that basically you could have did it yourself. So we did all the tests. Yeah, it's interesting. I got that as a personal challenge from somebody, and they said, hey, is your stuff house paint? And I was like, well, no, we did the test and we've been doing them ever since. And now we've taken that same testing we do, and that stress was not stress for us, and we passed it on to them. And guess what? Look how our videos are time-stamped. Look at how many videos we have done compared to how many they have done. They haven't done any. The only person that truly matched. So again, got to make sure. That's why it's very important. All right, so let's see. Projector. You got to get a projector. So screen's going to cost us $89. $89 for the screen. Our technology, if you're doing a screen of 180 inches, is going to require. Are we still on this one? Are we on this one? We got to go to my marketplace. Marketplace by here. If we're already on it, probably on marketplace by here. All right, scroll down. We need our 50 ounce. Where's the 50 ounce? Here we go, 50 ounce. 50 ounce is running my customers. I got orders going in today, and everybody's been buying the, excuse me, the projector, excuse me, that Christie LW 400. Yeah, it's a beautiful projector, it is. Again, less money. That's the whole purpose of it all. Everything costs so much money as it is. You're trying to get something less money. See, they'll believe and tell you at the end of the day that you're only spending $60 for a quart of paint. You're saving money. But the person in the video spent $3,500 for the projector and it still doesn't work. So where else are you going to go after $3,500? If you can't get the contrast level, the pull on that projector and that little bit of light, where else are you going to go after $35? That means you're going to spend more money. Maybe an Epson LS 800. So that's $45 to $5,000. Maybe one of those. See, it's costing you more money. So if you drop under the $3,500 or the P2 projector, your image is going to get much worse because it didn't pick up for jack in that demonstration. So yeah, that's where you stand at. And if he had a hard time pulling that in the apartment at ultra short throw, imagine when you get outside with that thing. There you go. Hey people, what's up? People on my Facebook page, we posted the outdoor screens out there, showing them how to set the whole thing up, how to do it. Now, let's go over here. And let's see. Let's get our paint first, because we're going to need the paint, because without the paint, the white screen doesn't work. We all know that already from the door. And the gray screen doesn't work, because we know that already too. All right, so let's see. My customers are going to pay out $298. $298, 180-inch screen. Whew, man, this is going to look hot. Let me see. Let me see. Full cost. Customers. I'm doing right now. I'm actually doing a tally up for somebody right now. Projector, screen, the whole 9 yards. I'm doing one right now for somebody. This is what I have to go through when I do with companies. When I go to companies, they don't have nothing set up in there, and they're like, okay, show us how to get it to work. And I was like, okay, this is what we need. That's what I did when I was at the smoke shop. I was walking around the building like, okay, this is what we need. This is the projectors we want to use in here. You can get 2 of them for under $400. You got a good price on that. All right, we got the screen over here. This is what I'm going to need. I was telling them everything they need. They was ordering it. I was bringing it in. I blasted with the gun, hit it, throw it up in there. They can watch the projectors fire off. Anywhere we walk in there, they want to see this projectors fire off everywhere in that building. So I was able to fire them all off. And then the last thing they asked me was, can we get it to go through a window? And I was like, sure. And there we are. We had it roll right through a window. Because you're going to have to do that. Let's see. So we got roughly $298 plus $79. Let's put $79 for the surface. Now, painting the canvas surface, we show you how to do that. It's on our page. We show you literally how to paint a canvas surface and how to dry it in no time at all. So let's go next to that. Let's get ourselves a projector now. We're going to go shop for a projector. Are we going to spend a lot of money? Please. Ain't spending no money for no projector. We don't need to spend any money. Does contrast make a difference? No. Doesn't worry about for 720. Have you seen the 720p on the transparent screens? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That screen is gorgeous, ain't it? It is beautiful. Beautiful. I showed the one where the beta fish is moving back and forth, and when it hits the Coca-Cola bottle, it disappears, but it reappears. They were like, yo, you got to let us know when this is coming out. It's going to be a tile system, by the way. It's much easier to ship. All right, let's go over here to eBay. Let's find ourselves a projector. That's right, people. We about to get Luigi with the squeegee. Look at that right there. 60 bucks staring you in the face. It's the same projector we're using in our demonstration. Is that crazy or what? We even had it on site. On site, at a company site, using that. That's the one that pushed the fish tank to the window. Right there using our technology. 60 bucks. What are you going to do with all that extra money you just saved? You done banked all this money, like $3 grand for a projector. You're going to find you're going to spend 60 bucks? What are you going to do with the extra money? That's a lot of money right there. What are you going to do with it? Heck, you can go buy some nice movie chairs if you want, some new patio furniture. Heck, that screen can go outside either way, so you're good on top of that. Heck, some people get a gallon. They put a screen inside and outside. So what are you going to do with all the extra money? You don't have to spend no money for projectors. Heck, that projector right there has 4,000 lumens. It's enough power to kick outside, which we're not going to need all that to begin with. But keep in mind, you could buy 2 of those projectors at $120, put one inside, one outside. Bam, you're done. That's it. It'll cost you a lot of money. That's the whole purpose. It's you spending $3,000 for a projector inside, another $3 grand for one outside, on a white or gray screen that you can't pick up jack on. You gotta wait till it gets dark. About to go into full vampire mode on that one. So $60 for the projector with free shipping. I'm gonna see if this guy has pallets of these things. I need to buy some of these from him. It's the Ouija with the squeegee. You know what that's gonna cost my customers at the day? That's gonna cost them $437. Consider the fact that somebody just went out and spent $3 grand for a projector right now on a gray screen or white screen. I'm just going to be quiet about that one for a minute. Let's just slide this over here real quick. I'm going to put it over there. No need to look at that right now. $437. You know what's more enjoyable about this? Your freaking kids are going to love this at the end of the day. You're going to watch Frozen at 180 inches. You got 150 inches, 120. Either way, they're going to be outside. That's what makes it exciting for kids. They get to go out there, be outside, look under the stars, and watch a crazy movie at the end of the day. Yeah, it's going to blow their socks off. Yep. It's nothing like eating outside. There's nothing about it. I don't know what it is. It's just different. I got screens all outside, inside, but the minute I walk outside, it's just different. It's just so much different. Having breakfast out there, you know what I mean? Having dinner out there, having lunch out there. I don't know what it is. Just freaking amazing. Maybe it's because you're just outside. Got them here for 60 bucks. This one here for $200. Is it worth it? Heck yeah, it's worth it. It's black. I love the black ones. I got 2 of them at the end of the day. The black ones are nice, and it comes with a stand. Because usually these stands for these things are a bit little expensive, but that's pretty nice package. And it has a lamp with it. Can't beat that right there. Another $69 projector right there. It's got all different accessories, all of the goodies that come with it. The lamps are pretty cheap. The lamp is going to pay $44.99. That's super cheap for a lamp. And it's the original one too. With the house. Comes with the house. Now, say you want to go bigger. Or say if you want to go smaller. You don't want to do 100 and go get one of the acoustic screen surfaces. We get them all the time. That surface cost me around roughly, you can get it for like around 50 bucks at 150 inches. Has a built-in grommets into it. One coat application on that one. You're done. That's it. Only takes one coat of that black technology over there to get it to run. And you're finished. And set it up. There's so many different ways on how you can build your screen. You know the photo backdrops that they use? Yeah, you can convert those into screens. Just about anything you could possibly think of, you can convert it to a screen. So our technology over here is fully weatherproof. Actually, like I said, I'm going to be on site with it quite a bit. I got a place today to go pop over and look at and see whether or not if they can rent me out that front and that back of that building. Because yeah, I'm definitely going to be showing off some really hot demonstrations on that. And since they got that Wi-Fi will bounce out there. I can pick it up because I'm going to test it on the phone. Put down a pause it real quick and then basically get the Wi-Fi password so I can walk outside the building and see where our range picks up. Because man, this is going to be nice out there, you know what I mean? Get some popcorn and some lawn chairs, have a bunch of people, strangers sitting next to me, let's watch a movie together. That's what I want to do around here. I want to put up these giant community screens, so these giant 250-inch screens. Let me show you something real quick. So if you're not familiar, let's get off of this right here. This is, I don't want to start the day off with this negative nonsense. Let's go over here and let's go to our how-to page. Go to the how-to page. You want to go to our website under the ILEG technology-screens-info.com how-to page. This is where you want to go to. I'm going to show you all the cool stuff you can build. Levitating projection screens on spring support systems. Even me right here showing you how to build a screen from the ground up, starting with the lumber. Build the whole entire thing right there in front of you. I freaking love that one. It's a good one. Got more frames on different ways on how you can build frames. Brackets, what's the racket with all those brackets? There's so many different ways you can build your screen with so many different types of brackets. You'd be surprised. All right. All kinds of cool stuff we got in here. Where is it at right here? We got in here. We got a nice spring support system. Got a lot of wind in your backyard? Again, I had a lot of wind in my backyard. That nice spring system works perfectly. Lets the screen, tightens your screen up, especially if you're using a bungee system. Yeah, it keeps it nice and still. If you want to basically do a system where you want to do a grommet screen setup and they want to charge you like $300-400 for the system that you basically attach your grommets to, don't pay for that. You go out and you get yourself, you spread your screen out first. What you want to do is you want to build your screen about, I'd say about 2 inches bigger than the screen itself. And then what you want to do is you want to take them loop screws like we have here, and you want to put each loop screw for each grommet. And then what you want to do is you want to tie it in all the way around like a drum, and that'll give you like a kind of a screen that you want to use, a grommet screen at the end of the day that you can use, a grommet frame at the end of the day that you can build that's really cheap to do. Put some nice planks on the bottom of it. Like when I built my 120-inch stand for outside, for my motorized screens, show you how to build the whole entire thing right there. You're going to see a little butt crack in there because it's painter's butt crack, work butt crack, whatever at the end of the day, but don't take pictures of it. Don't be creepy. So I'll show you how to build and put the whole thing together right there on camera. Oh, there we go right there. My buddy's funny because he's a contractor. He said, "Oh, you're showing butt crack." Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Ain't a real contract video if you're not showing crack. So those planks right there. See them planks at the bottom right here? This is where you want to put your planks in. Your planks, you make them a little bit longer. You get them 5-gallon buckets that you get at Home Depot. Punch a hole through one side, drill a hole through there, put your washers, nuts, and bolts in, and this will allow you to anchor your screen from the front and back. You can throw bricks, sand, whatever you want in there. It ain't going anywhere. And my backyard was constantly blowing wind through it all the time. Nope, sorry about that. Bam. So in this video, we'll show you how to build all kinds of cool stuff. All kinds of cool stuff. All right. We got another stand over here we built. This is another standalone system. This takes a motorized, but everything just shut down. Everything came back on. We had a power outage down here. So let's get this up and going, because I ain't past time now. This is why you pay the money for the big boy surgers. Let me see what's going on here, just in case on this one, to make sure. checking my equipment, making sure everything is running. I see that internet's off. That's the reason why I probably had to Bluetooth it. Alright, we got machine over there firing up. That one's good to go. Get that going. Alright, make sure that's running. Interesting too, I had a really hard time with that motherboard. That motherboard gave me some problems in the end. And I got rid of it. When I got another motherboard, drivers on that one were buggy. Couldn't get that one to work. And that motherboard's been everywhere. It's been, because I thought it was broken. I had it on the ground and everything, man. The thing I could have shorted it out and destroyed it, but I thought it was broken anyway. I couldn't mess with it anymore. And now I'm here hooking it up, setting it up, putting it on here for the time being, and it just poof popped on, and it's been working ever since. It's been running ever since. That's one over there. It's running right now. Yeah, that's why you pay for is $200-300 for some power surgery. People look at me like, why are you gonna spend $300 for a power surgery? You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. You get by them. I mean, you're going to spend a little more money. If you're going to spend that much money for technology, you're going to spend all this tech stuff at the end of the day, you're going to have all over the place, you better spend the money for this power surge. I mean, the difference, you basically rebuying and rebuilding all over again. It's definitely not worth it. Let me see over here. Wi-Fi is running on this side. This one links up faster than that one does. Let me see what we got going on here. So that one is running. That one is running. All right, this one's on too. Yeah, we get surges down here from time to time. They'll shut things or go from time to time. That's right. Make sure you got all your stuff running through something. All right, let me see. Really? But throw some depressing news up in my face. I don't want to see any more depressing news. News isn't enough depressing. I want to get this video done. Get that out of my face. Wait, I don't want to see this. What the freak? Seriously? I didn't ask for all that. Alright, let me see. Get me back to where I was at. Yeah. Good. There we go. Thank you. We're doing the countdown. We got it at 4. Before you had the out. 437 is what we pay for. Screen size of 180 inch. Projector of $60. And the screen. I was going to show you how to do the paint down. That's where we're going to do the paint down. Okay, open up this. I'm going to show you how to do the paint demonstration. So pretty simple. If you're doing a canvas screen is a little bit different. Like I said, the material is going to bleed through it. Anything's going to bleed through it at the end of the day. So you want to make sure it doesn't bleed at all. And what you want to do is, as we're going through this process right here, happy that my stuff is running. I got a little bit closer to that. What you want to do is you want to basically put down 2 applications. Oh, we can restore everything. Great, cool. Put down 2 applications of paint. Any primer doesn't really make a difference. It can be paint, doesn't really make a difference. You're trying to get the screen to absorb. So you can scroll down here. Show you how to do this. Show you how to make screens out of styrofoam projection screens. Someone who did not do their homework correctly when studying styrofoam made some wisecrack on their channel to me. I wouldn't use styrofoam. Anyway, insulation styrofoam is what you want to use. Not the styrofoam that comes out of a box with all the nook and crannies on it. It'll take you forever to coat that stuff. It's insulation styrofoam because it's seafoam, green, or purple, and that stuff is nice and smooth and it's lightweight. You can use that instead. We use it to make a screen out of styrofoam. Let me see. Painting fixed frame screens, motorized projection screens, different types of paint sprayers. This is 32-ounce paint down for 150-inch screen. This is how we know how much paint takes down. We use something called paint downs. Yeah, look at that. Microsoft is telling me we got games for you to play on your PC. All right, let me see. 250-inch screen. The 250-inch screen takes 96 ounces of our coating, that's it. So, pretty easy to do. I'm going to show the end part. So once you get the screen all painted in like this, so it's pretty easy to do. Pour it down, paint it in. Now, what you want to make sure is that this, see, this is already painted already before. So there's no more paint that can seep through the screen because this screen is being repainted again. So it's no more paint can seep through the screen anymore. But when you're doing a fresh screen, white, paint's going to bleed right through that thing. So what you want to do is make sure you put plastic everywhere where the screen's going to be at. So what you want to do is put your first coat of gray paint. Doesn't make a difference. It doesn't make a difference what color it is. But mine, whatever color you choose, is going to reflect on the back side of the screen, just to let you know. Put down your first coat, let it dry. Now on your screens, you're going to have these grommets, of course, here on that surface and on all the corners, all grommets. Don't worry about that. What you want to do is on the far end, here, see I got this fan set up here. That's how you want to set it up. I got my speakers there because speakers are the heaviest thing I got to keep the fan from pushing over. What you want to do is you want to take a piece of string and you want to tie it right to that corner of the screen, and you want to tie that to the handle of your fan. And what that's going to do is going to blow air underneath the screen. That's what you want. You don't want the air blowing this way, because you got a swamp of paint down there waiting for you. You're going to do that with each application. It's very easy to do. So when you put down your paint, all that paint's going to seep through. It's going to be soaking at the bottom where all the plastic's going to be. If you wait for the air to push down, it's going to take forever to dry all that wet paint down there. On top of that, it's going to stick the plastic to your screen. So when you put the fan down, the fan's going to sit on top of the plastic. That way, when it starts to dry, the plastic's going to pull away from the screen. It's going to cause the air to push upward, and that's going to cause your screen to dry this way. As the screen starts to, because it's going to lay flat. As you see this bubble pop up first, you're going to see that bubble extend all the way to the end. When it's dry, this thing's going to float like a magic carpet. Now you can put a fan on each side, it's up to you, but I was able to dry a 250-inch screen easily by using just one little fan. That's it, a box fan, a 20-inch box fan. Once this dries, then you put down the next coat of primer. You put down on that. When that dries completely, then you put down our screen paint. Why you do it that way? Because if you don't do it that way, what happens is you get something called blotty, uneven surface, where some areas were soaking more, some were soaking less. This will give you an flat application all the way across. On top of that, use less paint in the process. That's why we're able to do 96 ounces to paint a 250-inch screen, because it didn't absorb all of it, because it was already absorbed to all it. When we put that paint into it, it's like taking a sponge, and if you put it under water, it can only take so much water before it's filled. So that's what we do. We get the screen to absorb as much as it possibly can. 2 gallons will do it, or 2 coats will do it. And then once that's done, that's it. It can't absorb any more. That means when you apply your surface, it's going to be flexible, it's going to be nice, you can fold it up, whatever you want to do. It's not going to crack, it's not going to peel. Now, if you do another couple coats after that, then you're going to stiffen the surface, but 2 is all you're going to need. So we had to do this over and over again to make sure we're right on this. I painted that screen 3 times at 250 inches. And this allows your screen to dry. So as that fan kicks off, it's blowing air underneath the screen. It has to dry 10 times faster. You can have that screen painted and dried and up in your driveway where you're going to put it that day. And that's why I explained in the camera, the air is pushing around. So as that bubble starts to expand, see how it all the way over here, it's expanding. See how it's dry already here, and see how it's wet in the center? There you go, it dries it in no time at all. Go upstairs, watch a movie, come downstairs, it's done, set it up, and you're finished. That's how you paint a 250-inch screen. Fast and be done with it. Paint down demonstration, 1 quart, 32 ounces, 150-inch screen. Some people ask me, how do you know how much paint it takes? Because we had to do it. I know that it takes 20 ounces of our technology to do a 106-inch screen. Did it already, painted it in. That's one thing I do miss, painting screens in. Somebody else is going to be doing it now. Now, somebody asked me at the end of the day, it's like, hey, well, how do you know your stuff is not bad for your lungs? Because I had lung disease, extremely bad lung. I can show you medical reports. I was diagnosed with extremely rare lung disease that was supposed to have killed me by now, but it didn't, because we know why. God took care of it. So I couldn't work around any form of materials. At the end of the day, it would mess me up. So if people have made false statements of saying my stuff was pungent, yeah, got medical reports showing the history of what I was going through when I was in that house. It'd be virtually impossible to work around anything that had a pungent smell. It would put me in the hospital. So, easy lawsuit. And there's some butt crack popping up right now. Oh yeah! You gotta be careful. That joker will take pictures of it. Who knows what he's doing to my butt crack pictures? Who knows? Don't get mad about it. He left the room. He was in here. He's always in here. He's in here all the time. I think somewhere in that apartment, there's a shrine of me somewhere in there. He sure enough takes a lot of pictures of me. There's got to be a shrine of me in there somewhere. It's creepy, though. All right, so let's bring it 32 ounces, 150-inch screen. Paint in. Easy to do. Take a little bit of paint, pour out the rest of it right there. That's it, done. Boom, right on camera. That's why you can't be making accusations that 2 quarts of your product, 2 quarts of mine is going to paint a 300-inch screen. Yeah, no, that's not happening. Not on this planet or any other planet. The equivalence of 3 100-inch screens. That's not even the same size as a 300-inch screen. It's not the same size. It's virtually impossible. If that was the case, that means the 250-inch screens that I had out there on display, they were 300 inches. There's no way in the world. They didn't even have the height for a 300-inch screen. If we were doing Mickey Mouse math, that's the 150-inch screen painted in. I'm going to put down my paint demonstrations like, warning, butt crack will be seen in videos. Warning. I watch paint videos all the time on just about everything you could possibly think of. I watch paint videos. I like watching people paint stuff. I mean, they're taking pictures of somebody's butt crack. That's disturbing and weird. It's very weird. So when you get done with the paint down, you have to show that you have enough paint left over. See right there? How much paint is left over after you do a 150-inch screen. So you have to have about that much left over. That's so if the customer goes heavy, we always go heavier on the screen. We use more paint than we're supposed to use. Because again, not everybody's going to paint like you. So we put down heavy on the screen and make sure there's enough to have left over. So if any customer asks me, I don't have enough paint, because we were going through at one point, people were trying to scam us by saying we don't have enough paint, just send them out more paint. Yeah, that's why we started doing paint downs. You got to figure out stuff, because you always have somebody sitting up there somewhere trying to figure out how to get more out of your company at the end of the day. You got to make sure you can back that stuff up. So, yep, 150 paint down, 150-inch paint down at 32 ounces. That's why we put a 32 ounce at 150, because we painted it in. And you got to do that anyway, because you got to know your stuff. All right, well, that's basically about it. I don't want to go over time here. Sorry about the power outage, because I can't control that at the end of the day. Say what you want. But yeah, that's how you easily set up and do a paint the screen in, which we showed you to do. Very easy to do. Not a hard task to paint it in. Very easy. One code application, as we have it stated in the instructions. And right here, where you can buy the product at. Free shipping. We ship anywhere in the world. And if you don't know where to get the surface from, most people building projects don't know where to get everything from. Since we build this stuff, we can tell you exactly with everything. So that's what I'm doing. I'm actually building his screen setup for him. He actually pointed out a few things, like the screen he liked, and actually would work perfectly too on what he has to do, because he has to do a presentation. So he needs something with the stand. So the stand he showed me is perfect. The problem is when you buy stands, they don't come with the surface most of the time, so you have to get the surface yourself. So The photo backdrops are perfect for that. I would advise him spraying that in because it's not going to be attached to your frame. That's going to be the frame. So he's going to have to spray this technology in. If it was built up on a frame and it was basically stapled down, then you can basically roll that in. But it's different. If he sprays it in, does he have to do like the multi-applications of grit? No, because it's sprayed in application. You don't have to do that. Not on that surface. It's two different kind of surface. That's heavy canvas. So the screen we use outside, those are heavy canvas screens. That's different. That's a very light screen. It's probably about as thin as a bed sheet. So you can spray that in. It'll bleed right through with no problem. Heavy canvas is a different story. All right, people. Hope you enjoyed that demonstration right there. Mind you, if you come across canvas like at Home Depot, do not use it as projection screens. They come out horrible. The reason why, because it's a rough textured surface. It's going to have a lot of imperfections in it. It's definitely going to have a seam in there somewhere. You're going to be worried about later on. It's big old ugly seam across your screen. You want to go, if you're going to use canvas, go with artist canvas. Artist canvas is going to be no seams, of course, because you're an artist at the end of the day. You don't want a seam down the middle of your painting. And it's going to have none of the imperfections like strings and strands coming all out of it. You can get art canvas for a really, really cheap price. That's another thing too. And if that's not your thing, you want to go cheaper than that, go get a bed sheet, because we did a bed sheet. Real quick, if you never saw us do our bed sheet projection screen, let me see where we got it. It should be in here. Here we go. This is a bed sheet projection screen that I set. It's tan too on top of that, and we coated it with a high contrast black technology. Painted it in right there. Now you're probably looking at that, well, bird, that's freaking gray. It's gray, right? It's shifting technology in it. We had shifting technology for a long time. Watch this. For you naysayers out there who say, nay, what's a nay? It's not possible. How could he have shifting technology? How could he? We've been had a lot of stuff. You'd be surprised how much stuff we've already had. We're still upgrading stuff, making it better, tweaking it. So that screen looks great, right? There we go. Let's keep on going. Let's get to this whole thing already. Roll over top of it. Did this with one hand while I was holding the phone. There we go. We'll put our whatchamacallits out there. Set it up. What color is it now? It's black, don't it? Yeah, we had shifting technology a long time ago. We had it a long time ago. We don't know what to do with it. How do you explain screen shifting does that capability? No chameleon. If you not painted it in. Chameleon paint, when you paint it in, no matter where you move, it shifts, it changes. Like I said, I used to do custom PC cabinets with chameleon paint. That's a bed sheet. $7 bed sheet. We were converted to a high performance projection screen. And you can see the sides are coming up black. Yeah, it has shifting technology embedded into it. It came up gray. Now, some people will try to fool you when it comes to their black levels. Like I said, we're doing the light. We're in a basement, fully lit environment. Yeah. Turned a bed sheet into a projection screen. I was sitting there, laying down. I was like, wait a minute. I'm gonna sit here and spend freaking $80 for this freaking blackout card. I'm like, how come I can't turn the bed sheet into a projection screen? And that's when I took this sheet right off my bed. Of course, I got in trouble for that. But I took the sheet right off my bed and went downstairs and painted it in. And that's how I looked at it. I was like, wow, we can do this. So I was going to the store instead of going out and buying freaking blackout cloth that's going to cost me a lot of money to paint over. I was using bed sheets. And then I put it on. Everybody started using bed sheets for their screens. This is what I mean by changing the game, doing something different. Instead of crying and whining all day that your stuff don't work, or crying and whining, you're faking it, being mad at other people. How about you do something different to change people's lives so that things can be a little easier? So now we got people that can set up with these Chrissy LW400 projectors. They can set up real nice setups inside, outside. Don't cost them a lot of money. Nobody wants to spend all that money. Sing what you want. I gotta change my theme on this side. I got what I'm doing it here. Restore. All right, we're done with this. Sorry it took a little longer because again, power outage and all that stuff. But just showed you our, what we do, that how we can come on it. We got tons of videos showing you to build anything you want. Got a particular project, you email us. On the email do I have an email in this video? I don't know for sure if I have one in there yet. But anyway, email us there. We can help you out with all your projects, things you're working on. We built a lot of stuff, so this will come in handy on a lot of your projects. And on top of that, we can advise you to point you in the direction of using projectors that are not going to cost you all this money. Because again, everybody else is going to point you in the direction of these high-powered projectors because their screens don't work. That's why they're using them. If the screens did work correctly, they would be in the environment I'm at right now. And yeah, we know we get the little cop-outs from them like, oh, that's not real, that's all fake. Hey, there's a contract, you can sign it, we go in court, $500,000, what's the problem? Every time we bring this up, they get tight-lipped and you wouldn't believe. They don't want to sign the contract. They don't want to sign it. Nope. We email one over to them, they ignore it. They don't want to be near it. Well, don't talk stuff you can't back up. That's how it works. We can back it up. I would love to go in a courtroom with this. You know how much fun I can have with this in a courtroom? You give me a day to have some fun to show off my technology to a whole lot of people. Heck yeah. Definitely take that opportunity. Sure, I'm just trying to get myself a city contract. Mr. Bird, I've seen that screen you got over there. That's quite impressive. I get that when people come up here and see it. Got a company? Got a business card? Here we do. Everybody has a white screen at home. They got one in their backyard. They got one inside. They got one in their office. And those screens don't work for jack. And that technology right there looks absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous. All right. That being said, I got more videos to do. We got to cool it down in a bit. Man, out in the hallway is freaking cold. I like the cold. It's like a little out there because our area is hot. And here it just makes everything seem like it's super hot. But yeah, cool it down for a little bit in here. And I want to do some demonstrations over on the translucent screen next. All right, hope you enjoyed. Save some money. Get yourself a beautiful black technology screen or screens in your backyard. That way you don't have to worry about having your screen washed out, faded, and overpowered, expensive machines at the end of the day. I got to go run over to this place. I'm going to see exactly if we can rent that outside and inside. If we can do that, that'd be nice. Because, man, I can do a real nice setup out there. Really nice one. All right, got to go. Of course, we thank our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for always blessing us with amazing technology. Because if it weren't for Him, none of this would be possible. We thank our Lord for all things. In Jesus' name, amen. See, God's technology always gets better and better. Keep in mind, coming near the end of this month, we got 4 different screens we're going to be developing on top of the screens we already have already. So we got a gamer technology coming out of that translucent technology and that tile technology. The gamer is going to be freaking sweet. It's going to be sweet. Unfreaking believable. It's going to blow your socks off. You're watching that video and next thing you're going to look down like, what the freak are my socks? It's going to blow your freaking socks off. So buy extra socks when you watch your video, just letting you know. Just warning you ahead of time, buy extra socks. Gotta go. God bless. Buy extra socks.